Hey guys, welcome back to Mini Kit Monday. I am working my way through some of these bits and pieces of kits that I have. And today I'm going to use up, well, I'm not going to use all the chipboard up, but I know I'm going to use this paper up. It's Simple Stories Simple Vintage Garden District. And it's a beautiful, beautiful collection. Like, beautiful in a way that I don't scrapbook this pretty. I usually have more of the bold black and white and bright pops of color. So super gorgeous floral wreathy thing, right? And this one is called Love More. The backside, undoubtedly gorgeous. Like if I had two of these, I would use this for a background. I would use this for something else. It would be wonderful. The other paper I have left in this kit is I have two pieces of white textured cardstock, and I believe I'll only need one, so I can put this aside for now. Awesome. And what else do I have? I have this scrap right here from using this kit before. Just a couple pieces of this really gorgeous, I don't know, it's like a creamy seafoam kind of a color. I know that there's a color, I know you guys know what it is, but I don't. Okay, and then we have the Simple Stories chipboard stickers. Now, these are the kind that kind of escape their packaging. So I have a bunch here. And when I finish up this layout today, I'll just pop these out and pop them in a baggie or something because they're not going to stay put any longer. No, they are not. So that's all I have towards this collection. Now, it looks like I already used the word beauty. I'm going to probably, I could use love this. I don't know. I'll see what I do about a title. Now, what I think I'm going to do, actually what I know I'm going to do is I'm going to detail cut out this wreath, which won't be super easy, but we're going to do it. But I also want to still be able to use the border of it to back my very, very, very white piece of cardstock that came with the kit, because it's going to need a little something extra. Awesome. So I know I want to use whatever I can of these pieces. I don't have a lot to work with. Let me show you my photo. I'm going to use this photo today. This is my great-grandma Fern, and I have a very old, I keep saying it. I have a vintage photo album that came from, I think it's from her mom. And so the photo quality is not great, but I think it is awesome. She is looking like a pinup girl, very pretty, ever so attractive, and all of that. So, don't even know what house she's at. She might be at this house she got around this era that was in Southfield, Michigan, but I don't know. Yeah, there wasn't information. And I just punched up the black and white on a little bit of editing software. So that's what I have there. So what I'll be doing is trimming my photo. Hopefully I'll be able to trim it down enough just to have a border. Yeah, I'll be doing that. Not a big deal. I have to spend quite a bit of time detail cutting this out, as well as this cute little butterfly. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll go ahead and mat my white cardstock with a nice thin mat around the border. So, because, yeah, I just can't do much of a thicker mat in my limitations of my paper. So, let me get to doing that. It's going to take me a hot minute, and I will be back and show you where I go with this. I'll probably get some pretty like golden mixed media stuff going in the background on the white as well. I thought I'd pop in really quickly to show you that I backed my border, and I did not have a lot of work to work with, but I just went for it. I'm going to get some splatty bits kind of in the middle and a little bit around the outside. I know that my cut file will be taking up most of that real estate, so I'm not going to be super precious about it. I mean, when am I? But I'm not going to be precious about it. I like to use this little pizza box that I get with my monthly Not Just for Boys Kit Club kits to do my mixed media, like when I'm splatting. Not like painting, because that's a lot more controlled, but when I'm a goner. When I'm doing my splatty bits, because I kind of just get flinging. I make a mess, so I'd rather have the box have those beautiful extra bits than have to clean my desk every time. Right now I have a big old spray of this gorgeous new Nuvo that I have. And I think it's in the color, it's a navy color. It's so gorgeous. What's it called? Hold on. It has nothing to do with this video whatsoever. I'm just all excited about my new misty goodness. It is called Midnight Horizon. Yes. All right, so next I'm going to use some Prima Color Bloom Spray Mist and Cotton Candy. I just started using these. I don't even know if they're available anymore. And I got them years ago. Yes, I did. So the color is a pretty nice match. It's like a nice pearly, like either super creamy apricot, depending on how you think, or like a really nice pearlized peachy pink. So it's a really sweet color. Okay, now, like I said, it looks like I have a ton on there, and I do. But I do know that when I go ahead and get this big wreath this big wreath that I'll be cutting out, it's going to take up a ton of room. So you're just going to see the goodness behind it. And I'm going to go and put it back over there and let it dry while I detail cut out that big wreath. All right, let's check in. So this is like 50% dry. You can still see some of the glistening gold bits, but how I love that gold mist. And this Prima color that we talked about is a really, really nice combo to go with this. So let's just kind of go for it on my wreath. Now I did cut a little insert, like slot kind of thing, on the side in case I wanted to tuck my photo in some way. And you see right when I put that wreath on there, it covers so much of this layout. That's why I wasn't terribly worried about how heavy I went with my mixed media. Now here we have our Grandma Fern pick, and I'm looking at this and I'm trying to decide, do I want her popped up? I do. So I probably didn't even need that slit there, but it's not a big deal that it's there. So let's go ahead. I'm just using some craft foam that you find in the kids craft section, and I like the kind that has adhesive on one side because I like when it starts doing some work for me. I think that's very kind of it. So, I just looked at the top of my outlight and it is all dusty with all these little paper fibers I always use. Ugh. Got to work on that. So, I mean, I think we're all gonna, I'm gonna cover some of that. We're gonna agree that this is gonna be a really simple layout. Ugh, I love that cottage rose, but at least there's two more of them that we can see. So it does rather remind me of my grandmother. So let's see, what can I tell you about Fern? Fern had like 9 siblings. There were so many of them. Her oldest brother, which I think is kind of fascinating, you know, it's Sign of the Times. They adopted her oldest brother out to a wealthier family member because they wanted to give him the best chance at life possible. So he had a different last name, but the rest of them shared the same last name, and they were out of the Minnesota area. Kind of interesting. I mean, that stuff to me is so interesting. I got doing some Ancestry.com stuff at one point and got really into checking it out. Ooh, I kind of like the birds sitting right there too. That'll be cute. So maybe I'll use the Love This and maybe look for some, ooh, yeah, I like the dimension I'm getting off of these things. So I guess the title will be Love This, and I'm going to go ahead as well and look for some kind of little letters that I can do Grandma Fern with. Maybe bringing in just a little bit more of that black. Oh, the birds make me so happy. Let's make sure to get anything to do with these beautiful little hearts in because I can sprinkle them everywhere. Yeah, I don't know why the birds are hitting me so much with this. I just don't have another spot for that one to rest, but they'll make it onto another layout. I'm concentrating on the hearts because everybody loved Grandma Fern. Oh, and Grandma Fern lived until, how old was she? 88? I think she was 88. And her husband was 90, and they died of unnatural causes, so they didn't go through like a long period of illness or anything. So I guess in that way, they were rather lucky. Depends on how you think about those things. Okay, so I have all of these really great hearts. I liked that, and I also have a thing. Do you see how easy these are to pop out? For these little postage pieces. And the rest of this, like I said, I will go ahead and get the rest of the pieces. Whatever I don't use, I will go ahead and pop them in a baggie just because these little things escape. Now, this is one of those situations where you might as well get your liquid adhesive out because this chipboard just is not very sticky, which so it's one of those things. I know I've harped on it before, but I always wonder how come stickers are called stickers when they're not even sticky. But we will get through it. I think this is beautiful. I don't want all of my edges to be like fully down. I like the shadow that I get from them. All right, so let me get a little adhesive under our bird. And I want it to kind of give us the vibe that it's resting. And have to take off some of this foam. And yes, it's okay to go back and go, nope, that didn't work, this didn't work. And just kind of go for it. Okay, let me get that foam there and get my bird resting just a little bit more comfortably. Oh, I need some more foam off. All right, I am going to go ahead and layer up all kinds of chipboard hearts around, and I'll be back in a second. I also have to find some little word stickers. I was planning on looking for like black and white little stickers, but then I found, I looked in my bin and it's the first thing I saw. These stickers from Webster's Pages in the hello, it says hello, but this says love story. I don't know. I don't know what's what. I don't know if that's just decoration and that's a name, but this is going to allow me to get Grandma Fern in here. Almost wish I had more room right there, but we're just going to, let's see, go for it. So I'm going to get Grandma Fern in there and then get some gems, and I will come back when I get the gems in because I tend to have to faff around with these kind, a little glue bead and place them down and all that kind of stuff. All right, so let's see what we can sprinkle around. So I found these little pearls here and I liked that they were in this yellow shade. I do have bright white ones which would work for the background, but there's something about this softer, pretty, a little bit delicate shade that is really working for me. So I think what I'll do is also, do you see these? These are from Park Lane and they're kind of like faceted. They're not kind of like, they're faceted little embellishments. So I think I'm going to do like one big one of these and like two smaller ones of these beautiful little pearls in these clusters. These big ones are gorgeous. They're the softest, like melony pink color. I picked them up like 300 years ago at Joann's. I'll just use that one and we'll do the same thing down in this cluster. And I think that might be just enough for the texture and embellishments that I needed for this. Let's see. Pearly bits. Let's have a couple coming down this way as well. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So awesome. So this is my Grandma Fern layout to go with this gorgeous paper. I'm telling you, when I saw this collection this morning, I was like, I just don't have any current pictures to scrap that are like the pretty. And then I knew that this photo, I took a picture of it with my phone. I didn't use the original. Was in my stash. So I think that works great. And so for the leftovers for that particular kit in the paper, I literally legit have scrappy scraps left of it. So I get to consider this a killed kit with just a few things. Now keeping in mind it was just a page kit, so it's not like I did that great. But I do think it's gorgeous. Oh, trash is getting picked up. Pretty soft and reminds me of so much of Grandma Fern. That's it today, friends. I will see you. Well, actually, I have a second video coming out today, so maybe I'll see you in a minute. All right, bye for now. Oh, wait, I'll leave the rest of the Mini Kit Monday ladies links down below as well. Okay, now really, bye-bye.